Today I'm going to be taking a look at this $10 LEGO Star Wars set and comparing it to this $10 LEGO Star Wars set. Now the neat thing about these guys is they are both based on mainly the show The Book of Boba Fett. And another interesting thing is they're probably the last of their kind. Basically what I mean by that is they are $10 LEGO Star Wars sets released in 2023. That just doesn't happen anymore. Now basically what I want to do is take these two very reasonably priced LEGO sets that can be used for anything from stocking stuffers to cheap little presents you get your friend. And the fact that these have remained at that price range for almost 10 years now is just amazing. So either way, I'm going to ask y'all to hit that subscribe button, and we are going to be getting into the comparison of these two LEGO Star Wars sets. Now first up here is the Boba Fett's Starship Microfighter box art. Can't get past that name. It is 85 pieces, comes with one minifigure. You'll notice the little Jabba's palace in the background, or rather Boba's palace at this point in time. Flip it around, you have a nice look at the Tatooine desert. Then we're going to slide that to the side, and we're going to take a look at the Tusken Raider Brickheadz box. This is 182, an odd selection in my opinion. I think they could have done so many better choices. 152 pieces, so almost double that of the other one. You get the Tusken on this side, you get a look at some real-life Tuskens. This is specifically from A New Hope, which is a little odd. I would rather they show one from the new show. You get the side of the box, then you have a look at the Tusken himself at the front again. Now, as for the instructions, they are both very similar, practically the same. You have the Brickheadz one here. You have a little stud that moves you along your bar. And then in terms of advertisement, there effectively is none. Then with the Slave one, there is, of course. You know, you have the little Boba Fett walking across the thing, which is just great. I love those. And then in terms of advertisement, you're advertising all the sets related to The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett. This is a Book of Boba Fett, this is a Book of Boba Fett, and then these are Mandalorian sets. So that's always nice, and then you have some of the new sets here. Overall, very interesting instructions. Now let's get into the hype. Now here are the builds. I'd like to take a look at them individually and then compare and contrast the benefits of them. Now, let's be honest, the Tusken Raider does look kind of goofy as a character, and part of the reason I want to combine these two reviews is just because there's nothing really much to say about these. It has some nice printed tiles. They captured the Tusken fairly well. I think they did a good job. It looks like a Tusken. It comes with his little, cycler rifle as well as his gaffy stick. So that's always nice. They did the head nicely. Again, it's a more interesting building techniques on this than, say, a regular Luke Skywalker or Obi-Wan Kenobi Brickheadz. And yeah, it's just neat. I don't think it's the most interesting Brickheadz. I don't think it's the least most interesting Brickheadz either. It's just alright. And as for the Microfighter, again, I'm not a fan of it. I think it looks kind of dumb. I think they've done a better one in the past. That was an exclusive, like, Comic-Con type one. You just kind of spin it around. You do get these little flick fires, which are nice. And they shoot out, but then it looks even more derpy when you don't have those in there. Also, might I mention, there are no replacements for those. If you lose those, they're gone for good. In terms of the actual, little wing thing, it can, move when you, land it, but you're never really going to change it up because it doesn't need to move much. It just looks kind of dinky to me, more than your average Microfighter. They got the back all right down, and in terms of the figure, we'll get to that. Now, the only figure we get out of both of these is a Boba Fett, and when I mentioned they didn't include his antenna piece, even as an option. What's the deal with that? He's a great minifigure in terms of the, torso print, as well as the leg printing. They absolutely nailed him down. I think they did a really good job. And, the face print is always useful, too. It's a clone face, so that's always nice. The blaster is fine. It just, they don't have the antenna, which is a little annoying. And basically what you're sacrificing is this set comes with effectively 100 more pieces, 70 more pieces than the Slave one. But the Slave one does come with a minifigure. So I guess it's really a trade-off of what you would rather have. Would you rather have the extra 70 pieces in a more substantial build that is actually something you could probably display? Or the Microfighter, which is good to get the character of Boba Fett, and not much else. But in terms of which of these I think you should buy, personally, for me, at the stage I am at in my life, I would go for the Tusken Raider one for two reasons. One of which, I already own a Boba Fett, so I don't think it's particularly worth it to drop $10 on this. But if you don't own a Boba Fett, and you don't feel like spending $100 or $40, $50 to get the Slave One or Jabba's Palace, or Boba's Palace rather. This is a great set for you if you just want that minifigure, pure and simple. You're going to have some extra visor pieces to put on him, but personally, I think this one is overall the better set. I think this one, in terms of everything else, probably has the better value, just because it is a minifigure. At the moment, of course, these guys always go up in value way more. Brickheadz, they're nuts in terms of the aftermarket. So I think you're better off with the Tusken. Personally, I think that's the best one. I will be leaving affiliate links to both of these down below, so if this is something you're interested in, I'd strongly recommend buying at least one of them. They're a great deal. I think you should go for it, and really, I wouldn't be shocked if they raise the prices on these very soon. So get them while they're still on sale, pretty much. I'll see you all in the next one. Remember to peace out and stay awesome. Hey, you almost left this video without pressing the like button. What's the deal? Why would you do that? I don't appreciate that. Just hit that like button. It means the world. You could do that. All right, you can go now. Catch you later, man. Bye.